heard the people calling who are hungry in the night? Have you heard the prayers of soldiers who are weary from the fight? Have you heard the voice of wisdom in a time of pure deceit? Have you heard the path to freedom?
Sarah, why are you here?
Well, what brought me here initially was the smaller secondary issue that is the trampling of people's constitutional rights to freely assemble in New York, secondary to the larger issue of the economy.
Sum it up. I'm basically here because I feel like our government isn't listening anymore. They're listening to special interest groups and lobbyists, and no one's representing me.
Basically, general dissatisfaction, wanting to be a part of the discussion.
The way to change it is to be here and work at the grassroots level, and enough of this talking to your friends on the weekends about stuff and having this long intellectual discourse. It's time to be on the ground and change things.
Actually, I was just getting off the L.
I'm here to be heard, to show that I support this whole movement.
Which is, we're all just pissed off about like 1,000 different things, and I think we're just trying to channel
What do you think is the crux of the problem? A lot of people would say that it's the collusion between the corporate and the international banking cartel, major corporate interests, and our federal government.
I think it's the revolving door of interest between major corporations and our representative government, or quote-unquote representative government, and I think people, for the most part, just want a separation of specifically the money and maybe campaign finance reform, and everything else is kind of just dominoes after that. Once interests are separated from funded political campaigns, I think my voice and your voice will be a little bit better represented.
We're supposed to have what they refer to as a Republican form of government, which is representative government, and I'm of the belief that that has been corrupted by the money interests, largely in the international banking cartel. The Federal Reserve sits on many of the large corporations, and I feel like they own Congress, they own our federal government, both political parties. Would you concur?
I would concur, yes. Yeah, the lobbyists and the politicians are this. I mean, it's not any different now.
Would you like to see corporate money get out of politics?
Yes.
Would you like to see an end to the public-private partnerships between large mega corporations, mega banks, and the federal government?
Definitely.
What do you hope to see this movement achieve?
Greater discussion with the entire populace, not just sort of from a top-down perspective, where everything is dictated to us, where we're a voice in everything that occurs.
You're going to ask me questions like that, and one thing that I would like to come out of this, including myself, is for everyone to know their rights, know what they are, research people who they're going to vote for people who will uphold rights that we believe in. So.
Excellent. How do you feel about 6 unconstitutional wars overseas, killing tens of thousands of brown people in your name?
I feel pretty shitty about it. Can I say that?
Absolutely.
I feel horrible about it. Is that better?
That's fine. How do you feel about fighting at least 6 unconstitutional wars overseas?
I don't like war in general, man.
So you don't like the idea that our government funds the death of people of color all over the world?
Yeah, and it's not even just the wars that we're in. It's all the military bases that we have. It's all of the dictatorships that we're supporting that are killing and suppressing their own people. And then we try to say, oh, we're going into Libya because we're going there for humanitarian aid. Sorry, bullshit. That's not true. If that was true, you would have been in various other countries that we already are in, doing the opposite of what we're doing in those countries.
You like the concept of a voluntary society where no one has the right to force anyone else to do anything that they don't wish to do, as long as they don't initiate force or violence against another human being?
Yeah, I do.
Who owns you? Who owns you?
Nobody. I own.
Who owns the fruits of your labor?
Nobody.
Thank you.